Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel. So, let's start with class 11 biology, chapter 1, back exercise question answers. Question 1, why are living organisms classified? So, as we have studied in our previous video, that why living organisms are classified so that it becomes easy for us to study them in future, and classifying them into groups and subgroups also helps in establishing the relationship between them. So this is the answer, that why are living organisms classified. You can answer this question in your own language also after reading these 2 points written in this answer. Living organisms are classified because of following reason. Due to a large variety of life forms on earth, it becomes difficult to study each of the species. Thus scientists classify these species into larger groups, wherein by studying a group we can deduce the characteristics of all the species. Hence, living organisms are classified for the ease of studying them. Classifying organisms into groups and subgroups may also aid in establishing evolutionary relationship between them. Question 2 is, why are classification systems changing every now and then? So why they are changing? Because new organisms are discovered day and night or at different times. So to keep the system dynamic and keep it on changing as per need is very important. So scientists have discovered many species present on the earth. They have to be named properly. However, there are still so many species to be discovered. Therefore, classification system is always dynamic and keep on changing as per needs. What different criteria would you choose to classify the people you meet? So this is a very simple question, and the answer is also very simple. Simple on the basis of sex or gender, age group in which they fall, profession, education, hobbies. This is the simple criteria which we use to classify the people. Similar is used for the living organisms. What do we learn from individual identification of individuals and population? So if we identify an individual, it helps us to know more about that individual. Also, we can derive the relationship of that individual with the population and different members of that population. So identification help us to know about that individual and also its relationship with that population. We can also establish evolutionary relationship between different populations. Given below is the scientific name of mango. Identify the correctly written name. As in our previous video, you can see my previous video for the notes. We have studied the laws which we use to write the scientific name of organisms. So the correct option, I hope you have already got the answer in your mind, that is second, Mangifera indica. It has to be written in italics. First letter is genus is capital and species letter is small. That's why our this answer is correct. Question 6, define a taxon. Give some example of taxa at different hierarchical level. This also we have already discussed in the YouTube notes in the previous video, that taxa refers to the level, different levels. So it is the level of hierarchy in classification of living beings, and this different levels are kingdom, phylum, order, family, genus, species. You can see my previous video for the notes of this notes explanation of this question. Can you identify the correct sequence of taxonomical categories? So out of this, which is the correct sequence? As we can see in A, kingdom is at highest level and species is at lowest level. Phylum at highest level, species at lowest level. In the B, kingdom is at higher level and genus is at lowest level, which is not possible. So B is incorrect and A and C are correct. Question 8. Try to collect all the accepted meanings for the word species and discuss with them with your teacher based on plants and animals and also bacteria on other hand. So we can write the different definitions of species. Species refer to group of individuals which can interbreed among themselves. Secondly, it is the basic unit of classification as we have already studied this. Species refer to the natural group of individuals, organisms similar in morphology, anatomy, physiology. So, these all are the definitions of species. It is not applicable to bacteria, as bacteria is the lowest, simplest unicellular organism. It has the high resistance capacity. It can interbreed with other species organisms also, which is not possible in higher organism. Like species, cat can breed with cat, humans can breed with human, but bacteria is at the par level. Question 9, define and understand the following terms. Phylum. So, phylum is the group of animals, and phylum is formed by one or more classes. So, always remember, students, whenever you have to answer the definition of phylum, class, family, the lowest level will be included in that above hierarchical level. Like class, it is a taxonomic group higher than order and lower to phylum. You can write this answer for all the definitions, and you can give example also. Dicotyledonous flower contains several orders like rosales, solanaceae. Family, it refers to taxonomic category that contain one or more genera. Example, Solanaceae contain different genera like Solanum, Viteria, Datura, etc. Order, it is the taxonomic category higher to family and lower to class. In this way, you have to write the answer for all these hierarchical levels, and example has also been given with them. Genus, it is the group of related species which resemble one another in the characters. You can give the example also. Tiger, leopard, lion, they are closely related species and placed in the same genus, Panther. Illustrate the taxonomical hierarchy with suitable examples of a plant and an animal. So this is the category we have made. These all are the taxonomic categories, hierarchical level, and this is the example of animal. This is the example of plant, like kingdom, Animalia, plant, rose, plantae. Phylum, Chordata, plant, Angiospermae, because it's a flowering plant. Rose, Mammalia, Dicotyledone. Order, Primata, for plant, Rosales. Family, Hominidae, Rosaceae. Genus, Homo, like in our previous video we have studied. Homo sapiens. Genus, Homo, species, sapien. For rose, the scientific name is Rosa indica. So this is the taxonomical hierarchy. One example of animal, one example of plant. In the next video, we will discuss few important CBSE based extra questions related to this chapter. So do subscribe to my channel and also share this video with your friends. So see you in next video. Bye bye, my students.